A good warm-up is going to lead to a better lift. Better lifts over time are going to produce better results. So spend 7 or 8 minutes on a quality warm-up. Your lifts are going to be better and you are going to gain more progress quicker. What's going on, Perform24 family? Today is day 7 of Squatober and we are currently inside Perform24, live on location, coming to you from South Tampa, Florida. But if we haven't met yet, my name is Levi. I run a gym. This is the gym. I started my company Perform24 in 2014, and currently I'm following the Sorinex Squatober Instagram page, and I'm following along the Squatober program for the second year in a row. We are going to be squatting every weekday for the month of October. We pre-test and then we post-test and hopefully set a new 1 rep max at the end of the month. So in addition to the hard training that I'm doing, I'm also making a video every weekday talking about the program itself. So I'm giving feedback on how I'm feeling during the program, and then I'm kind of sharing videos on topics that are relevant along the way. So today I wanted to make a really short video talking about warm-ups. The Pen and Paper Strength Instagram page gives us our lift for the day, but they do not give us our warm-ups. I'm participating in the program, my wife is participating in the program, and I've got about half a dozen friends in the area, some clients even that are participating in the program. And almost every day they're asking me what they should be doing for a warm-up. I've also kind of flipped through the comments on the Pen and Paper Strength app Instagram page, and a lot of people are asking about warm-ups as well. So I figured that's a pretty easy topic to cover. Unfortunately, I think that warm-ups in general in the strength and conditioning and in the sports performance world have been overcomplicated over the last couple of years. A lot of people will talk about like muscle activation and turning on muscles and turning off muscles and spending your warm-up, making sure your neurological wires are wired correctly so that the correct muscle groups are firing during your training session. And that gets like into the weeds really quickly. So hopefully today I can just bring a little bit of clarity and a little bit of simplicity to give you a really efficient and simple and effective warm-up. Also, I have to admit that I am in the middle of my workout currently. So this is partially making a video and it's also partially procrastinating in between working sets. So I'm gonna go hit a set real quick and then we will be talking about the first element of a successful warm-up. All right, so the first element to a successful warm-up is just a little bit of soft tissue love, okay? Again, please do not overcomplicate this. Do not overthink this. You don't need a huge, like, in-depth academic degree to figure out what tissues on your body need to have a little TLC. So find out what's sore, find out what's tight, and just give it a little bit of love. Grab a quick foam roller, grab a little trigger point tool or a Theragun or massage gun or something, and just give those tissues a little bit of attention. So give yourself like 4 or 5 minutes. It does not need to be a lot of time at all, but it just kind of like primes those tissues to be worked. If you don't know where to start, I would start with your quads, start with your glutes, start with your back. Okay, that's going to go a long ways just with those 3 areas. Obviously, you found this video on YouTube, so just search up foam rolling for your quads or foam rolling for your glutes or foam rolling for your back, and there's going to be a million videos. The second element to a successful warm-up is just getting that heart rate up. It's called a warm-up for a reason. We're supposed to warm your body up, so get that heart pumping and get your blood flowing. Here at the gym, we do a couple different things. We use like cardio equipment. We use the assault bike intervals a lot. One of my favorite warm-ups lately is just hitting the 10-second on, 20-second off interval and going through 6 to 8 rounds of that, okay? So just a little bit of work with plenty of rest. We're just kind of getting your body ready to train. We could use a shuttle run, like a 150-yard shuttle, 50-yard cuts, down and back 3 times, a little rower, or something similar to that. But just do something that is purely to get your heart rate pumping. The third element to a successful warm-up is a handful of full body stretches, okay? So like full body mobility exercises, and again, those options are endless. Like I don't have the time and you don't have the time to talk about those in this video, but there's a ton of full body mobility movements, okay? Think like yoga poses, like a ton of like different like yoga combinations, world's greatest yoga push-ups, or down dog, we call them yoga push-ups in here, but cat-cow, a bunch of rotational exercises. Like there's just so many that are multi-joint, full body mobility exercises. Choose a handful of those and go through them like 2 or 3 times. That by itself is a pretty good warm-up. Quick foam roll, some type of like interval, and then a handful of mobility exercises. That right there is going to get you ready. If you want a little bit of bonus rep, then I would do something like a little bit more reactive, okay? So do some like quick feet patterns, linear quick feet, lateral quick feet, even stuff like jumping jacks, single leg hops back and forth, lateral bounds. If you watch sports on TV, you'll see a lot of guys doing like the jump tucks where they jump in the air and then pull their feet up to their body and then land on the ground again. And that's a big like neurological activation movement. And that's just a fancy way to say that like your brain is firing and your muscles are reacting. Again, don't overcomplicate it. Just like some type of like 20, 30 seconds of quick reactive movements. And finally, the last part to a successful warm-up is just going through whatever strength movement that you're going to be doing at a light weight. So whether or not that first strength movement is a barbell bench press or a trap bar deadlift or a back squat or something like that, go through a couple sets of light weight. Okay, just train that movement pattern for, again, 90 seconds, and then you'll be ready to rock and roll. Hopefully that does clear up the topic a little bit for you on warm-ups. Hopefully that gives you a little formula that you can follow. Again, foam roll, heart rate, full body mobility exercises, quick reactive athletic movements, and then full range lightweight strength movement or whatever your first lift is. All right, that's going to wrap up today's video. As always, train hard, live full, and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's video is going to be a recap on the first week of Squatober. Really looking forward to that. I will catch you then.